What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Yesterday, popular YouTuber Austin Holloman made a pretty interesting video.
Apologize. My computer broke and I was stranded. Send them niggas a battery to get fixed. It took them niggas like 2 weeks. It was crazy. And then I paid them. I paid $20-something for shipping. I know it's not a lot of money, but to me, any money is a lot of money. I don't want to pay anything. Nigga, I had warranty. Fucking 2 weeks to fix my shit. I changed my surroundings. You see, camera looking down at me. Don't worry, I'll get a new lens. This shit gonna be fire. Let's get to the content.
That discussed the fact he was no longer going to be a part of the Passport Bros. In fact, the name of the video was called "I Am Dissociating Myself from the Label Passport Bros, and Here's Why." Now, for those of you who don't know, Austin Holloman was trending on TikTok and YouTube over the last year. He's from the Dallas, Texas area, and he's been the most notable YouTuber in the Passport Bro community. Now, for those of you who don't know, Passport Bros are typically a group of African-American.
Sorry, I had to fix that. My face wasn't being shown enough.
Men who have decided that it is not worth dating or marrying in the United States. And so these group of men aim to go to other countries and explore their options, right? And upon doing so, they intend to have a higher quality of life, longer relationships with feminine women, and things like that. So with that being established, let's go ahead and check out what he had to say, and I'll come back.
But why do I say that everybody, Passport Bros is kind of like a football team, right? If one person is playing wrong, the whole team looks bad. Okay.
True.
Let me turn off the chat. So if one person is playing wrong, the whole team looks bad. And the leader, which I never claimed to be, but the so-called leader or the football coach.
Isn't that crazy to really think about it? You don't get to choose if you're the leader or something. It's so sad. But it's so true.
If the team loses, that falls on him because he's the leader. And I say that because you got some dudes in the DR and people that are trying to become content creators in Pattaya and these other sex worker hotspots of the world.
I did not know the DR was a sex worker hotspot. I did not know that. God damn. I was thinking about going to, if it's a sex worker hotspot,
Dick these bitches down and we're gonna toss their ass to the side of the road.
I'm not going. Jesus Christ. But you know, it ain't tricking if you got it. Ain't that right?
And they're getting online and they are filming. And I've said this before. A lot of these dudes are promoting sex workers and telling you that they're regular women. And a lot of y'all are being fooled. Seriously. A lot of y'all are being fooled. Y'all think that these dudes got these fit, feminine, submissive women and they're paying for them. And it kind of makes it hard whenever you got American women or other critics that come through and say that we're going over here paying for workers. When, to be honest, there's a few of y'all that are claiming Passport Bros, and I did not start Passport Bros. Let me make sure that's clear. There are a few of y'all that are claiming Passport Bros that are going overseas strictly just to pay. And hey, that's fine. You could.
That's true. There is a few people actually doing that. That's like strictly the reason why they're going. But the only problem is, I think you said it before. Okay, you're paying overseas for sex, but it's cheaper to pay for sex overseas than here. Because sex you pay for here, you're paying over here for most of these girls. Me myself, you know, I don't. But it's like you're paying either way. Well, those guys who were paying, they were paying over here and they're paying over there. It's just cheaper over there. So financially, it makes sense. Does it though? Because you're flying. That if they go live over there, no, it makes sense. It makes sense if they go over there and they like just stay over there. But over here, you know, you're paying for it and everything. You're paying for assholes. You're paying for actual assholes who they're not gonna even pretend to be nice to you. I'm not laughing at y'all. I'm not doing that. But let's keep it going.
Do that. But I'm not doing that. And actually, back in January, Zoda Barber told me something.
You did do it though. You said it on one of your lives. You told us you did. I'm not saying you constantly doing it, but I know you did it.
Something he said that he doesn't claim that because, and I knew this made sense when he said it, because it lumps everybody all in one thing. It lumps everybody so if he does something or if I do something, we all get thrown in the same umbrella.
You goddamn right. They always do it. But if you're talking about women doing it, they were going to do that anyways. That shit was going to happen to you no matter what. Sucks. It was going to happen no matter what. Let's keep it going.
And there's a lot of stuff that you guys are doing that I don't even think about doing.
Like what?
There's a lot of clowns joining and claiming the whole Passport Bro label. And they're doing clown shit.
Like
they have no home training when they go overseas. A lot of y'all have no home training at all.
What? Motherfucker, tell me what he. First off, I think most people don't. Home training is so goddamn subjective. I'm not gonna even entertain it. Like, unless you're saying they go over there being savages, it's different. Like you can spot out a savage, but home training is very subjective. I don't even want to act like that shit's real. Let's go.
Y'all go to these other countries and you're gonna end up getting killed, acting a fool, thinking you can talk shit about the people, thinking that you can be aggressive with people in areas that you really don't know where you at.
Okay, you're talking about savages.
The governments are run completely different in most countries, especially over here in Asia.
I have no plans of ever going to Asia. Not talking about Asian people, but I have no plans of going over there. No plan. I like the chocolate.
In South and Central America, those are democracies just like America. They might be corrupt, but they're still democracies. But here in Asia, you have monarchies. They're constitutional monarchies, from my understanding, but that's still a monarchy. You have communism. And yeah, no, that's not flying in those societies. A lot of the ways y'all behave is not flying that way. And believe it or not, I may talk a lot. I may say a lot of crazy stuff when I'm responding to people. I don't just talk like that all the time. Anybody that knows me personally knows I just don't sit around and just. I'm talking about something that happened in particular. If you hear me badmouthing somebody, I just know how to act. Let's just say that I know how to act overseas.
Well, once again, that's very subjective. Like, what is it? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? That's like, no shots. I'm not actually trying to be rude to Mr. Holloman. Not trying to be rude at all. But, you know, putting people on videotape, asking them that, would you go home with me? Like on like the first like couple of dates or stuff like that. I can't really say that's like know how to act or home training. I can't say it. They'll say it's very subjective, and I don't like to play. I really get uncomfortable playing in the subjective, like I'm right position. But let's listen to O'Shea explain his thing. O'Shea's pretty intellectual. I like O'Shea.
So let me say this. I've been in the black Mail Spaces for a long time. I've interviewed a lot of passport bros. I was friends with Charles Tyler, one of the originators of what I would consider the passport bro community. And what I have noticed is this: while not every brother falls into the categories in which Austin Holloman talks about, there is enough guys that have talked about that. Like I talked about a particular brother that is in the DR. Almost every video the guy has, you know, he has a lady in there that is super sexualizing the woman. He has the camera on her butt.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That guy pissed me off. Oh God. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I almost grew purple hair and like gained a lot of weight and not actually shaved correctly because I was about to just start flagging him. I was gonna start flagging him saying, harassment. That guy pissed me off. But I kept it calm. I was like, all right, just gonna turn the video off. But O'Shea is correct. That guy pissed me off. Go ahead.
Or something like as she walks down the street. And it makes it not only does it make him look lame, like even like some of these thumbnails, it makes the whole community of guys that are living overseas look sort of desperate, right? And then you have these guys who are acting like some of them, let's say for example, these guys are acting as if these ladies are really feminine, but they're not. And a lot of like as far as passport bros, some of these guys are not, I would say this, are not as educated. I would think some of them, not a lot of money, nothing wrong with that.
Shots fired.
But what happens is you do get a lot of brothers that come out and, you know, they do stuff that is very, I mean, like dumb, right? Some could even argue really silly. Now I know Austin had an issue in Brazil and I know people are going to come after him and probably say something like that, but it's common. Like I always talk about the, you know, this one twerk party that happened in Sasua, and you had brothers out there throwing ones on the girl.
Crazy as hell.
The girls was twerking. They put the video on YouTube. Sasua Port of Plata police got mad. You seen guys do the same thing, go to Colombia and throw ones in the air, then get drugged.
What's wrong with everybody? Am I like the only nigga that don't think like the strip club or strip club type ways is like, who the fuck text me? Keep your goddamn text messages to yourself while I'm talking. Hey, I'm the only one that thinks strip clubs is like the dumbest shit ever. I'm not giving you money. I'm not giving you money, ma'am. Okay. Not giving you money at all. Now, if you already a stripper, I don't really even want to talk to you like that. But that's just, I fucking hate strip clubs.
I mean, just stuff that they have no real home training. Brother Ed Traveler calls them passport pookies, and unfortunately, so many of these guys are joining passport bros. There's no real filter, and a lot of these guys are not like builders. They're not really successful like where they're living. So when they go some other place, it's hard for them to to kind of fit in or not cause problems.
You got a point. I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to think real hard about it, but give me a second.
Because you're there when I awake, and then
okay, yeah, it's really hard. Like you can't really tell the difference to like a passport pookie and the passport bros, because if you ask me, a lot of the guys who are passport bros, since they weren't getting getting a certain amount of women that they wanted while in America, as soon as they go over there, they become like the same person. They become like not the same person. They become like a pookie. Like, what's the difference to a pookie? You know, in the passport, bro. We know the difference between Pookie and Ray Ray, like here, like gold tee, blah blah blah. But I do unless they're telling me that they're seeing actual thugs go to these places. Because I was gonna say, based off the numbers, is most people who are traveling places, they make too much money to be qualified as a Pookie and Ray Ray. Only ones that like qualify with the money thing be a Pookie and Ray Ray is like rappers, but we already know we're not talking about rappers. We would just say their names. So I understand what O'Shea is saying and everything, but I do know I need to know what qualifies you as a Pookie, a passport Pookie, and what makes another nigga a passport bro. Because there's so many of them. Because as soon as they start getting women, they start becoming like Pookies and Ray Rays. But I guess I had to check out the guy that O'Shea was talking about. Let's keep it going. I messed up.
So, and it's happening. It's always been happening in the Brazil. Always been happening in Colombia. Now you're seeing some of this stuff seems like it's evident in Thailand, and
that's why I'm going to Africa. Fuck that.
And in other places, but definitely DR. It's really bad, right? Like super bad. Even though I've never been there, I just know. Colombia, I just know. So I don't know if leaving Passport Bros is going to hurt Austin or not, but he says his content is still going to stay the same. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of Subscribe Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.
Okay. Big screen. Yeah, man, I really can't tell. Everything he said made sense, though. O'Shea made perfect sense. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, your thing was kind of shaky to me. It was just that, my opinion, brother. I guess what you should have said, if they pretend like you're the leader of the Passport Bros, if I was you, I wouldn't just exit out because you know you already got it tattooed on you. Boy, that was like a bad idea. Yeah, man, if I'll just start saying, he ain't the Passport Bro. I was like, yes, I am. Nah, nigga, I said you ain't. And then everybody else behind me gonna be like this. Yeah. I just said you ain't. Bitch. O'Shea didn't say anything wrong, really. It was just Austin's own that I was confused about. I don't know what the hell that nigga was talking about. He was like, I wish Austin would at least point out the nigga O'Shea said, I can't stand that thumbnail nigga. I said, I'm gonna show booty and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I clicked one of his videos because I was like, let's see what happens. And when I clicked it, it was exactly what I thought. It was red wig wearing bitches. Like they was all just sitting on the bed, and he was like, yeah, in the DR. The nigga looked like a fucking he looked like a teddy bear. He legit looked like a teddy bear. I was like, you paid for these women. And then when they was talking to him, I was like, I forgot exactly what it was. That nigga legit did something. It proved that he paid for them. I was like, oh shit. You paid for these women. You trying to hide it. I can't stand you, Care Bears. Man, O'Shea, to me, he was correct. I think Austin needs to gone too late again. You keep pulling the trigger on things while thinking about it. Nigga, if they think you're the leader, nigga, then be a leader. Tell niggas they ain't in. Tell niggas who is in and who's out. That's what you should have did. Nigga, acknowledge you got it tattooed on you. I need to subscribe to his Patreon. Finally, this is the first, I didn't even know you had a Patreon. That's the crazy part. I don't know why. I'm gonna subscribe to his Patreon. Everybody go buy a Black Men Are Perfect t-shirt because I'm perfect and pretty.
Oh,
Oh, you ain't know what that was. Oh, that doo-doo, baby.